West Ham, Manchester United. We are getting it going here. ARD preseason live stream. How are we feeling? How are we doing, sir?
Second preseason game of the tour. We are officially in the States, playing in the American Red Devils' home state, New Jersey, at the MetLife Stadium. Big old bowl, big old, no personality bowl, but folks who made it out for this game, they look like they're having a great time in the stadium, the parking lot, and now there seems to be a good crowd in the game as well. So the boys are kicking off as we speak. Here we go, game number 2 against the Hammers in New Jersey. Love to see it.
MetLife, baby.
Decent 11 as well from the manager. We'll get into that in a second. No big noticeable things. Mazraoui is out injured, small knock. And then Mbumo is not in the squad because he obviously joined up with the rest of the teams a little bit late, so he wasn't quite at fitness. Nothing to see here. And I don't know if McGuire's available either, but let's take a look. Either way, it's great to be with the American Red Devil community. United, West Ham already pressing high. Pressing high on those maroon jerseys. Oh, they're in the box. Oh, watch out for Bowen.
Cunha playing defense. That's right
Dogu.
where we want him. Oh, heavy touch from Dogu.
Here we go, on the break. Go, Hoyle. Go.
Oh, you can hear him, baby. You can hear him screaming at MetLife, baby.
Oh, on the post. Rasmus up back.
Come on,
there you go. Fight for that spot.
I'm trying to get the clock here. Having his
Holy
technical difficulty. Holy Hoyland, baby.
Not
Taking
bad,
him,
bro. Show a little bit of pace.
Hoyland taking him
Fought well for the
down.
ball.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, we're in this. Come on, United.
That's a good.
Oh, left foot off the bar.
I mean, good little hit.
Unkind to the Dane. That was close. Shout out to all the ARD fam in the live stream. Let us know where you are in the chat. Where are you watching? Having fun. What do you think the result will be here? I'm going 2-1 to Manchester United. Nervy win, I think, sir. What do you got here? Start the match.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a victory. I think it's gonna be 2-0. 2-0, KG affair, West Ham, Grandpa, one of the managers that could have been our manager, but I don't know how good that turf looks. How does the grass look in New Jersey? But either way, I think we'll get a victory today. I think we'll score some goals as well. Cunha get a goal, maybe Hoyland gets a goal. We'll see. United already defending once again, offsides for West Ham.
So did you pick a result there?
2-0. I said 2-0.
2-0. Potato Grifter, shout out to you. Appreciate you. Live stream ARD fam doing it right. We had a lot of ARD fans from our Discord channel. If you're not in the Discord, check out the link in the description below. We had tons of ARD fam in the stands at MetLife meeting up. It's great when preseason comes to the United States, especially like stadium like MetLife. I've never been to the new one, sir. I've only been to the old Meadowlands growing up in New Jersey. Have you been to the new MetLife Stadium? You seem to not rate it that much.
It's not great. It's big, but it doesn't have the same character and intimacy as some of the stadiums that have been built, even in the area. I went to a lacrosse match at the Philly Eagle Stadium. That was much nicer. Same with Foxborough. So the problem is they share a stadium, right? Dogu breaking into space, wins the free kick. Love to see it. But my issue is anytime you have a stadium that's split between two teams, this being the Jets and the Giants, they don't really, they don't embrace it from a branding perspective the same way they did at the new Yankee Stadium, which I think was a pretty good success. So it kind of is just a big old bowl with no character. So it was not my favorite, but it is going to be the host of the World Cup final, of course, as people know.
The turf looks decent, actually. So that's a good sign. We don't want any injuries. Speaking of injuries, it looks like Mazraoui was ruled out with one right before the game. Don't like to see that. He's a versatile player, and he wasn't injured last season for United that much, but he has a bad injury record coming into United. Bruno free kick.
Decent ball in. No.
Oh, West Ham chunks it.
Penn, baby.
Penn.
Heaven goes down.
Let's go. Penalty to Manchester
go.
United. Come on. That was football follies. Regardless,
West
United,
Ham.
we need easy goals. Is that heaven?
You like that?
I'll tell you, you went down hard.
He went down like a sack of potatoes. Good for Aiden Heaven.
Look at this West Ham keeper.
Either way, let's do the ball in.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean,
and then Heaven.
Does well to earn himself a penalty for the team. Almost like a striker, sir.
That's a pen. I don't like to see the whip. Just
the arms.
It's the embellishment. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the embellishment in this sport.
Welcome to
I
football.
like school hard knocks.
Bruno Fernandes. There you go. First goal of the tournament.
Mr. Automatic.
We're in the beater. Jersey. Underneath. Very, very. He's channeling his inner sopranos. What we got? How we doing?
Let's go, potato.
Potato.
Interesting angle. Come on, Bruno, ice in his veins. He's gonna give him. He's going left. He's going left. Shimmy left. Shimmy left. Shimmy left. Let's go,
baby.
Come on, United. Let's go.
We go. First
Yeah,
goal.
It's the first goal of the new era,
preseason.
baby.
That's
We're
what we
back.
need. New era.
Come on. Let's go. Come on. Like West Ham sweating. Amarim, nothing.
He ain't happy.
Nothing.
He ain't
He's got
thrilled.
he's like you call that a goal? Like, come on.
Well, he knows he was fortunate to get the penalty. It's a fumble from the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper
Heaven
makes
with
him
that.
yell of it.
Not
Hey,
only
well done. Held-
and the roll and the roll. He's got the roll.
He's
Like,
ahead of his
it's
age.
come on. I don't like that. That's a Brazilian roll he gave. He gave a Brazilian roll.
It's okay.
You know, like
We'll take it,
I'm
sir.
just-
We only scored 44 goals in the top flight last season. We need every goal we can get. Bruno Fernandes looking very tan, ready to
is
go.
that hair thinning up there?
Whose is it, brother?
Is Bruno's hair? You get a little thin. You know,
Luckily, all the clinics.
100 million.
All the clinics stateside.
Oh my God! Well, what a great start to a preseason game. Like, it's full of United fans. See a red in the stands. You could hear the initial roar as soon as Hoyland got on the ball, letting people know, biggest club in the world, right? We've been on tough times, but this club travels around the world. Ain't nobody got support like Manchester United, and that's why when we are back, sir, which we will be back, could be this season. You never know. Probably not.
I don't think so.
But
it
just speaks volumes with this club. You know, you hear that roar.
No, I'm glad they're in Jersey. I'm glad it's full up. You know, I think Peacock and NBC Sports are going out of their way and trying to find as many Hammer fans as possible to kind of even the odds. But at the end of the day, you could see from the camera shots, there's a lot of red in the stands. Manchester United are a special club, a global club, and the biggest club in England by a country mile. So when we're back, you know, it'll be a lot of fun. But until then, we got to stick together because it's been tough times being a United fan these days. Here we go. I mean, good pace from United from the jump. We were pressing high. We were showing good energy levels. And I think you're seeing competition for spots the first time in a long time. So even with Mazraoui injured, you know, he's been favored as kind of one of the back three, but there's so many options in back three with Shaw and Mazraoui being options there. That's what you want, competition in the squad, right?
Yeah, and obviously just quickly hitting the starting 11. Everyone's seen it. We have Hoyland up top, Cunha, Bruno playing the 2 10s. Uh-oh. West Ham junk in behind. Nervous.
Garte fighting for the ball.
Like, this is where we're not good. Scrambling.
Dangerous ball in.
Oh, my God.
Not bad from Bayern there. Good punch out. West Ham.
I'm trying to get into the 11, United. You got to, like, just hold it, keep it together, like, for a second here, you know?
AWB on the ball.
Such a good player. Yeah, so finishing up the starting 11, we had Mainu Ugarte midfield. Interesting switch. Ahmad Dogu playing wing back. And then Heaven Delit Euro backline with Bayern Deer in net. You can see him doing some work right now. But I really like Aiden Heaven. What a ball from Aiden Heaven. Cunha rotating deep.
I like that back three. You know, Delit, without Maguire available, I think he joined up a little late. Of course, everybody knows about that. He'd be the favored anchor of that back three. Heaven and Euro, they're the future. You can see the manager is kind of leaning into that preference for the youngsters, 19 and 18 respectively. So love to see it. Love to see the kind of the belief in the young lads at the same time. Ugarte Mainu, you know, the manager talked about Mainu having a big role to play this season, whether that's the 6 or the 8. Obviously, this would be the 8 with Ugarte playing as the 6 behind him. So I like this, and probably our preferred wingback pairing that you'll see for a lot of the season with Dogu and Ahmad. Cunha gets another start next to Bruno, which will be interesting to see. So stronger starting 11 for the first half of this game versus the game, when was that? A couple days ago or last weekend. So either way, encouraging. Obviously, we're a goal to the good, and let's keep it going, man. Let's stitch some balls together and create some chances.
Radius says, hope you guys grow more. Need more American United fan streams. That's the plan this season. We didn't get many live streams last year. Our plan is doing more live streams this season. We've also been going live talking about transfer news. We're having a lot of fun interacting with the ARD community in the chat. Let us know, what are you guys seeing in this game? Are you pumped? Penalty, was that a gift? Like, so if you look at the tactical board I got shown up here, the big change from last game is Ugarte in the midfield with Mainu. Mainu coming deeper in the midfield, was featured up at 10 last season with Amarim. He gave that interview. I got big plans for Kobe Mainu. We're seeing it today. And then Ugarte really slotting behind him. And Bruno's getting a little deeper. He's not really holding the width. So you get Bruno a little deeper. And then you're getting Ahmad pushing up higher on the width here. So it's really kind of a Manu Bruno midfield where Manu's kind of getting up and down, taking his chances, and Ugarte's really kind of the trying to gunk everything
well done
up.
from Dogu, win the ball back. That makes total sense. I mean, sir, it's me. Ooh, Hoyland once again in behind. Interesting with all the options that he has available at 10. Mason Mount, like you said, Kobe Manu, he's playing deeper today, but he can play as one of the 10s as well. Obviously, we don't even have New Boy, Brian, and Boom Boom Boomo. So it's the manager's gonna, especially without European football, he's gonna be very much like interested to see how his selection goes because he's had more options than he's had at any point in his tenure as Manchester United manager.
Radius, where does Shaw fit in if Lucha's healthy? This is an interesting question.
I was just speaking about that. And what does he do? We're even talking about Luke Shaw as well. It's like he has so many players that can fit in that back three. We have, 5 or 6 center backs alone?
Yep.
And then plus Shaw, plus Mazraoui, who might be favored instead of the wingback position in one of the back three positions. So I don't know. It's good. I think that's what you want, but you're going to have competition for spots. Like you said, Leacha, interesting one to watch as well. Given the size.
Leacha plays left side center back. Luke Shaw should ideally, if he's fit, play wing back.
Take Dogu's spot as the left wing back.
Yeah,
position.
exactly. That's where he plays for England. He excels there. I like that. I just like we have a lot of options on the back line.
Ball over the
Dogu
top.
getting caught out.
Cleaned up well by Lenny Euro.
See, that's where, West Ham's going to be looking for the space in behind the wingbacks there. And you saw Dogu
Corner.
kind of press up, got caught out. Heaven was wise to it. And I think Aiden Heaven, we saw him really get his proper debut at the Arsenal home game last season. Unfortunately, his run, he broke into the starting 11. It was acquired in January, then broken in the starting 11. It got injured, unfortunately. But the level he hit, he hit the ground running. And we got him from £1 million from Arsenal. Incredible deal. And he's already had a great first preseason game. Looks great here. Hopefully he stays injury free. But he's probably a starter against Arsenal. And to get a £1 million player in, that's probably the best deal United's done since I've been a fan.
I mean, those are the type of deals that you are dreaming United could finally pull off, right? A player who comes in, you don't expect much, and all of a sudden, like you said, there was an injury in that game. We were at that game against Arsenal at Old Trafford, in March or April? I can't even remember. It's been such a crazy season. And then he came in, had a couple of minutes to get adjusted. Obviously, his old team used to train with the first team at Arsenal. He even talked about that. He's like, I know how these guys like to play. So I think, that's the thing is you have youngsters that are fighting for a spot. You have people that are coming back from injury who are going to be fighting for the spot. We don't have competition up front, but we do have competition in the back. And, I wouldn't say center back's been a strength of United over the last decade. So this is good. We're building a core that Ruben Amorim can kind of create the rest of the pieces around. So we'll see. I mean, Heaven, he's a player, man. He's a youngster too.
Ooh, that was questionable there. He's confident. That's one thing. You got to, in this Amorim system, Lenny Euro and him have to be confident playing up the ball. Going long, not a thing. But Cunha in space, driving.
Get a wide Dogu. Bruno on the ball.
All right, oh, come on.
Yeah, but fights well for the ball. Did well to hold on to it. All right, edge of the box stuff.
Bruno Fernandes.
A
little sloppy from United. The passing, getting on the break needs to be a little crisper there. I thought you had to find Dogu making that run, really open it up and then have him kind of get him to cross it back. Radius, thoughts on the purple away kit? They're pushing it hard.
They're really
I feel
trying to make it a thing.
I feel like on tour we should be wearing red. I mean, West Ham, who
you know how it is, man. This whole thing is a coordinated commercial enterprise. The tour that is. So anytime they can do to promote the new kind of kits, they're going to do that. They're obviously going to lean into it. But I have to agree, you can't beat the Manchester United red kit, and also that's also a new kit. I'd like to see more of that throughout this tour. I'm sure we will. Other games coming up thick and fast. We got a game on Wednesday. Game the following weekend, so there are matches for United to kind of show their new Adidas kits. Or what do you think? It's still not high ranking for you. I'm not sure I love it.
No, I'm. It's growing on me a little bit. I think last year's kit was a little better. If I'm being honest, the white and black and red stripe with the sort of Red Devil. I feel like I don't like keeping the Red Devil a little bit. That could be like a third team kit, but. The home is not bad. The home's growing on me, and that's really all that matters is the red home kit.
And also like making memories in the kit. That's what really kind of defines a nice kit is what they've done in it. How do they leave a lasting mark in your head about like all the glory United will attain in that purple kit? So right now it doesn't mean nothing. It looks like a tissue. But if they start doing great stuff in that white and purple, I'll be all about it. Here we go. Bruno involved.
There you go.
Using
Gotta
his
beat
pace.
him.
Come on, muscle. Oh, another bread. Come on, bro.
It's got to be. Give us the corner. McCall. I'm not sure about DeLitt in the central center back role because I'm not sure how good he is at passing the ball under pressure. Yeah, unfortunately, he looks a little exposed there. That's why when Maguire had the personal issue, wasn't going to be coming at least the first day to Chicago. He rejoined with the team. Looks like Maguire's number one. And then DeLitt, you look at Euro heaven, is DeLitt getting in there? He should, given his profile of player, but I think he should be playing centrally, but he does look a little nervy there under pressure on the ball.
He does, and it's interesting. It's like when, you can almost see Lenny Euro slitting into that spot. Maybe Heaven jumps over to the other side. Martinez, once he's available, right, he's going to be looking for one of those wide center back positions. Okay, United on the ball. Hoyland, oof, scratchy passing. A lot of scratchy passing from United. Smash it.
Finish.
Oh, what was that?
That was horrifically bad.
Not great.
That was very bad. Like that.
That goatee is not very good either.
No. Oh, come on, Hoyland. First of all,
everything looks scratchy at the edge of the box.
The dink pass, bad.
That was off.
Then this is.
What's that turf, bro? Come on.
That is.
What's that turf?
Look pissed. At that from it. Like he's like.
Need a number 9. Still need a number 9.
Sir, that's like, I'm going to less is more.
Take it easy.
Less is more. Less is more.
I understand.
Less is more there.
He'll get more opportunities.
Like it's got to be on target. No excuses.
West Ham already
no excuses. Play like a champion. So
close off well by DeLitt.
Look, 15 minutes in, we're looking solid. We had a few scrambly moments where West Ham was able to get in behind the wingbacks, but United, that back three is looking like they can handle them, and we're seeing United kind of win the ball up high, as well as be able to progress centrally. So I'd like to see Cunha get in space more. Bruno playing up high, we look a lot better already. I think when he played in the 2 with Casemiro, it was a bad look against Leeds, and so this is a much better United side so far. But yes, scratchy passing is sort of the theme right now.
Especially in the final third.
To be expected in preseason. Everyone's getting up to fitness, getting back up to pace here. And it's just dials and switches for Manchester United. Big ball from Lenny Euro.
There you go. Nice
Bruno
switch.
in behind, finish.
No, I think we're doing certain things well. I think we're defending decently off the ball, especially the back three. But attack-wise, every time we've gotten the ball in the break, we look super scratchy. Hoyland's obviously looking scratchy, but even Bruno making the wrong pass slightly. So let's give them some more time to gel. Obviously, they're not used to playing with Cunha. So that's the biggest issue from last season was scoring goals, and it seems like that has not been rectified quite yet. We still have work to do there.
Yeah, one thing that you're seeing now that's interesting is sort of now Bruno and Cunha have kind of swapped here. So Cunha is now playing on the right.
Doing well. Win the ball back again. Sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off, sir. Here.
Yeah, how that goes, son. And then it's also interesting we're not seeing Ahmad get high. So now we're looking at sort of Cunha and Ahmad playing together on the right-hand side. Cunha really likes the left. That's really where he excelled last year. So it's interesting to see kind of these two players swapping now. And you can see here we're going to dink from the West Ham keeper. Not bad.
Is that Kobe?
Potato, Ugarte playing well. Rasmus, not so much.
Get me Ali Watkins.
Hey, that was a great starting run. He hit the bar. Then he blasted over the barn. And
next effort, somewhere in between.
His passing is looking pretty. He needs to be a little crisper on the link up.
United winning the ball back well. I think Ugarte looks effective. He's like kind of chopping things up in the middle of the pitch.
It's comfortable right now for United. This is much better. Leeds we were much more uncomfortable against Leeds. We look to be dictating play here.
Fast, bro. I tell you, his touch is like a mule, but he is quick. He's the second time he's beaten somebody for pace, but the touch looks way off. Goatee's not helping anybody.
Yeah, what do you think? Hey, get in the chat. What do you think of the Hoyland goatee? Is that a win or an L? I feel like he's got to be doing less.
Shave your head. Go full.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple, Hoyland. Let the play do the talking. That's my. There's a player there Not a starting number 9.
No, not yet.
Not a starting number 9, but a player you can build over time. I have nothing. Like, I don't think we should get rid of him. I just really think we need Ollie Watkins or a new number 9 fresh blood in the attack. I mean, like you can see right here, United not really doing a good job getting Cunha involved. Like the plan up front.
West Ham on the ball. Jared Bowen. Ooh.
Heaven,
does
well
well
done,
once
well
again.
done. Go,
Can
come
we
on,
play the back?
Dogu. It's
Can
like
we
a
play the
taking
back?
your. It's like
Kobe. Oh, go Kobe. No one's getting wide though.
here. This is
It's you're showing glimpses of it, but we still look so scratchy in the final third that pass has been off like 5 out of 5 times.
It's when we turn it over to the urgency and then the other players getting into space. I feel like when player who wins the ball is like looking for the opportunity, and there's just not a lot of options here. So it's get a cooling break here at the Meadowlands as well.
I bet it's fucking hot as
I
shit,
need a cooling break here in the pod room here. We don't
tell you
got any
what,
cooling breaks.
There's no AC.
All right, now Cunha, Bruno swap back.
Grandpa. Could have been, guys. It could have been. Still might be. You know?
Grandpa.
Never say never. Okay. I think Agarde and Kobe are looking pretty good. Effective little midfield, you know? Just in terms of chunking things up and linking it between defense and attack. Dogo out wide. Kobe back on the ball. Ooh, looper into Bruno Fernandes. Somebody should be making that run. Come on. Hoyland. Gotta make that run, buddy.
Hoyland, dunk it in. Just dunk it, please. Please smash the like button if you're watching this stream. And subscribe if you're not subscribed to the American Red Devils. Got to get the word out there to other Manchester United fans. ARD fam. Tours coming to the USA.
Appreciate everyone listening in. Preseason. This is a great time. 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. Uh-oh. They got to be offsides. I think Jared Bowen, once again, he's a good player. West Ham. You know, it feels like this season coming up, one of the big teams that's been around in the league for a long time is probably going to get relegated. I don't know if that's going to be Wolves, maybe Brentford, given what's going on with them. West Ham are always flirting with it, even though they finished 1 point better than United last season.
Mikhail, Hoyland was a lot better when he wasn't starting every game. Yeah, anytime you have a young player, you bring him in, you're ruining them. You know, because you're killing his confidence. Like Fergie did such a good job, like integrating young talent over time. And, you know, when you have so much pressure on a youngster and he's not scoring, you got to give him a place to hide. And United, unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide at striker at the moment. Cunha, got to win it. Got to do something with it here. United need more shots on target. We need to...
a little scratchy. We're like a little scratchy. The pass is scratchy. Ruben's not thrilled. But I think the energy level is better, definitely better than we saw a week ago. The boys look fitter. But it's still like at the margins, the edges are a little raspy. It's hot, bro. Cooling break. Get a cooling break.
Amron, it looks like a man who's not happy.
Is he ever happy? He never looks that happy.
United just need to be sharper. They got to play better. I mean, like this is, we got an easy goal to start. We're in the middle of the cooling break here. West Ham had one real shot at an opportunity, but Bayindir was wise to it. We saw it break down in our third only once early. I feel like since then we've gotten a grip on it. Like you said, Mainu Ugarte looks solid. We're in control, but we're really not creating threatening patterns of play in the final third. You know, if we look at the tactical board here with Bruno and Cunha, it's like we're not getting Ahmad high. He's not like you want to see Ahmad making runs, then crossing it inside. Cunha and Bruno have been swapping back and forth, which has been interesting. Dogu hasn't been involved. Hoyland's kind of chunked it up. It should be like Maino to Cunha, plays in Dogu, gives Hoyland a crossing opportunity. We're not seeing these sort of patterns. We're not getting the wing backs really deep in the final third where they can play those dangerous passes. Cunha and Bruno aren't linking up. It's sort of been a hodgepodge of United winning the ball, scrappy passing, you know, rushed opportunities up front. I'd like to see us win the ball high, recycle it back to the back three, then get it back in deep, and then really have Hoyland drag defenders down and get Cunha and Bruno into these dangerous areas. Like that's really where United need to be focused and be threatening because those are the two players that are going to make it happen.
Yeah, I think we've been pressing pretty effectively. I think the defense looks solid enough, certainly versus some of the stuff we saw last season. But I think as soon as we get on the ball, we just look a little all over the place. People maybe don't know where to run. Positions are switching and swapping. I just think we still look super scratchy there, and that's the area to keep an eye on, obviously, for United next season, is because we need to score goals. We've been so ineffective in scoring goals last season. Well, part of that is that you got to create your own chances, and the runs aren't quite there. Even none of the passes have been quite there, even from players as consistent as Bruno Fernandes. So something we got to tighten up. But the more we get the ball, the more chances we'll get to actually go on a break. So I'm encouraged by certain things. The fitness level looks much better than a week ago, so that's encouraging. But let's see if we can kind of.
I like to see Bruno drop a little deeper too. Like I like to see him get on the ball, like find Cunha, get these players involved. Because I mean, it's really like Ahmad has been nowhere. You got to get Ahmad involved. Like the Ahmad right wing back. Look how deep Ahmad is right now. That's not where you want him to be. And I just feel like United need to figure out how to unlock these. We have unbelievable attacking talent on the pitch. We got to be able to unlock it and find them. At West Ham playing through the press. Well done from Lenny Euro. Now we get Ahmad on the ball. This is good. Ugarte, find somebody.
There you go.
Okay.
Just hold on to the ball. Recycle it.
Here we go.
I'll tell you what, the fact that we have options in for our center, even though we need 3 center backs and we have like too many options to even think of, that's a good problem for this manager to have, especially with fewer games. Europe.
The lit don't need to play that.
Bro.
Do not need to play that ball.
Scratchy.
Like when United start hoofing it, it hasn't come off. Didn't come off against Leeds. All right, here comes the press. Bruno's running the trigger. Let's go. Get it. Next man. Up. Højlund taking a break. It's kind of that half press. Now West Ham are going to play through here.
Used to the half press.
You have to commit. If you're going to press that deep, Bruno was the man who's probably the trigger, and you got to commit to it.
Maybe the heat's starting to get on him. Potato Grifter saying it's 80 degrees upstate. It's probably even hotter in MetLife, even though it's a late kickoff. That humidity, bro, it just bites at you. Hence the cooling break. But either way, it's a good test of fitness for United.
84 in the Meadowlands right now.
Yeah, what's it feel like?
Ooh, humidity 70%. Sweating.
70.
Sweating in the Meadowlands, sir.
There you go.
Tony Soprano, Cunha in space.
This is okay. You don't have to rush it. I think just United.
West Ham, you have time to get behind the ball. Let's go. But
it's better than just giving it away and then all of a sudden being on defense again. So the fact that we're recycling it, we look very sloppy.
But we do nothing from here. From this position, we have really not been productive. And it's like, let's find the runs. Let's find the players. Let's make a pass. Exactly. Ahmad looking for the flick. He's off pace. Cunha and him not on the same page. Well done, Delit.
Run the ball back again. There you go. There's Ahmad.
But too pedestrian. Where's the break? Show me something. I feel like we win the ball back. The only way we go is backwards. Bruno's now coming deep to get the ball here. Horrible pass. Horrible pass. Like the Europa League final pass right there from Bruno Fernandes. Like there's a big lack of urgency here.
It's preseason. It's preseason. I agree, but it is. It's like you can already see it's showing its legs.
It's pretty. You gotta say,
Yeah, but they haven't done anything threatening. We just look terrible on the ball. We look like we don't have any.
No, but this is just like
Cunha losing the ball. But they haven't had a shot.
Yeah, but this looks like we're playing into West Ham a little bit here. We've gotten the ball in dangerous areas. Everyone's standing. There's no urgency. Like it's about winning the ball and then committing. Right? If you're going to work to win it, commit. And then eventually you're just going to get them involved in the game.
Here you go. They're on the ball. But can Euro get back? Nicely done. Is that Ahmad?
That's Ahmad.
Well done. High work rate. I tell you what, he gets back. He offers a lot going forward, but there's a reason that the manager rates him at the wingback position. Leaving a lot to be desired, no doubt. It's just that I think we know what areas. There's already improvements, I think, from last week in terms of just some of the fitness. But we still can't really. We can't start from zero. We can't start from passing that back to get on their net in any kind of attacking way. Only when we win the ball back, and even then we've been super sloppy. So can we play at the back? Bruno Fernandes involved.
Well, it's almost like a question mark of where's the next move here? And it's like, okay, we got Heaven, we got Cunha in space. Perfect. Here we go. Find him, Dogu.
Oh, number 10. Look at that. Okay. He gets
Let's
out to
go
Stretford End
number
in the middle of
10.
the pitch. Okay, you got time.
Come on,
That's
United.
better. That's better.
Find the free man. You got Ugarte.
Diallo.
Hero. Come on.
Take a pop. Why not?
Worth
Worth
a pop.
sir.
Yeah,
Like
I'll
I
tell
said.
you, when you agree, when Tim Howard agrees with you, that's usually when you should be concerned. I just feel like United need to be just shifting a little more and moving off the ball, just kind of creating something, right? I want to see the crosses in from the wingbacks to get into Hoyland or get into Cunha, you know?
I feel like Bruno Fernandes is dropping deep because, Kobe's not pulling the strings together quite yet. So all of a sudden you're losing one of your 10s. He's got to do someone else's job. He's got to do the number 8's job. And all of a sudden, the attack is uneven as soon as he gets involved in the game. So still feels like
Come on,
United.
It's like we're a little leggy here. We're like a little leggy. It's like scratchy passing, a little leggy. Like let's show them. Like we got a good goal. I'm grateful for that lucky goal. But let's shot on target, if you may. How are we doing in the chat? Michael Williams, DeLitt looking good at least. Formation can look amorphous at times. If in sync, the offensive overload can come from anywhere and cause problems for the opposition. Yeah, we saw that Euro getting involved in the attack in the last phase of play. It's a great point. Let us know, what do you think? How are United looking? We looking a little leggy? We looking a little scratchy on the ball? Or does this look like, it does look like an upgrade from Leeds? Or is it really a downgrade in opposition? Hard to tell, because Leeds had that energy.
I mean, this is a Premier League team. This team finished better than Manchester United last season. So you would think West Ham are a level above Leeds United. I think we've looked good defensively. I think the back three are playing well as a unit. I feel like Lenny, Euro, DeLitt, and Heaven are all kind of bailing each other out, winning the ball back. It's just that as soon as they do, we got nothing doing with it.
No, but the midfield, the front three, we just need a little more sharpness.
We do.
A little more edge on make that run. Dogu, get in behind. Cunha, it's because West Ham's getting wise to everything we're throwing at them from an attacking perspective.
I think the boy, yeah.
And they're not a top team.
No, but neither are we, bro. We're 50.
So what about Ahmad wingback? Based on everything we saw last year, he is an elite EPL winger. Could score 15 goals.
We just signed 2.
And now he's playing that one to me is a shame. In some way, he should be playing 10. He should be a 10. I don't like the idea of him playing wingback here.
I mean, we just bought 2 players who are objectively better than him in the league to play his spot. I think Ahmad, hey, we all rate him. We think he's probably our best young attacker without a doubt, especially with Garnacha on the outs. But at the same time, it seems like Ruben Amorim has been favoring him in that right wingback position, the more attacking of the two. So that is the manager's preference. But yeah, I think if he was destined for one of those 10 spots, he would have gone for a number 9 instead of Mbeumo as your second signing of the summer. But
as you're kind of stacking people in front of a great young talent, it's it's a barbell effect. We're top heavy. We're heavy in certain areas, light in others, right? Light at 9, heavy at 10, light in the midfield, heavy at center back. We're kind of and some players can shade to each role. Mod could play striker, right? But
same with Mbeumo, same with Cunha, arguably. Just Sean Maz, they can play center back, they can play wing back. Ruben Amorim is going to have a lot of things to think about because we only have one game a week, and you have so many players in certain areas of the pitch. Like you said, we're heavy and we're very stacked in certain areas and in good space, and less so in other parts of the pitch. So number 9, still crying out for an elite number 9. At the same time, I don't think either player has kind of owned the wing back. That kind of unlocking from the wing backs we haven't seen yet under Ruben Amorim, and that's what we're waiting for. I saw it in moments with Dogu last season, but obviously not today.
Rough to see Maz injured here.
Look like a slight knock. They said it's a slight knock, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think we're looking at Mikal. We played better than Leeds, but still looking lost in the final third. Yeah, I think that's the same as last season as well.
Cooney on the ball again.
By the way, Mbumo's not featured here, so that we still have him coming in and
this is what preseason's for. Preseason is for iron out the kinks. Preferred 11. That's a little bit better.
Cunha
involved, but these scratchy third passes again. But he wins it back in
what
the
a
area.
Player! What a dog!
Well
Let's
done,
go,
though.
Cunha.
That's what I see.
he's a player. He's a player. There's you just know it.
Oh,
him and Mbumo are both players, but it's about how they fit together that concerns me.
That takes time, dude. That takes time for players to get to know each other. This manager also, I don't think he knows what his best 11 is, even with the players he has today. And they'll just get better and better. I mean, Mbumo's going to come in too as well. But you can see it looks all off. It's like they don't look comfortable playing together in that front three.
But a great question to that end is when you're looking at this 11, you're like Ugarte, Mainu midfield probably is the best idea. And then you have Bruno and Cunha.
Ooh! Close. Very close.
Where does Mbumo play? Where does Bruno play? So then if the Bruno doesn't look good in the two, then you have to drop Mainu. I got big plans for me. It's just kind of all, there's a lot of dominoes and sort of decision-making in this squad. It's going to be very interesting. Great header opportunity. Lenny Euro is dangerous from a headed position.
He is. And no, I have to agree. I mean, Bruno Fernandes is super effective in the front three in one of those attacking 10 positions, but at the same time, he's also very effective lying deep. I mean, not as effective, but he's one of those players that can play almost anywhere on the pitch, and he'll do a job. It's just that who's going to unlock the midfield next to him? Is it Ugarte? Is that what he means by Kobe Mainoo? Is he going to play as that anchor, which is a lot of responsibility, but like you've talked about, he did play that for England way back when, which feels like a million years ago, but he looked unbelievable.
No, he looked like the, emerging young talent in Europe. Like almost like a Yamal type, but playing that central midfield role. And then he kind of got converted to 10 last year. Everyone regresses, right? It's about, how do you react to the adversity? And I have a high conviction Mainu is going to be just fine.
Yeah, I agree.
But we do need to get him into this team consistently. And in the midfield too, seems like it. And then you're looking at a Bruno Cunha rotation. And then can you drop Bruno Fernandes? And I guess that's like a good problem to have. Michael Williams says Bruno has 2 years left max. Potato Cunha, so good. Have to agree. He looks like one of our best players already. And I hope we get a look at Mbumo. I don't know if he's on the bench. I only saw this starting 11.
He did not make the squad because he joined up late. They quoted
How
fitness.
dare them? How dare
There's
they?
no rush, bro. You don't need to rush him back and fucking.
That guy could eat a cheeseburger before the kickoff and kill it. He could just dominate, bro. He's like
he looks a player. Him, the recruitment. I have to admit, I think the two players that we've signed from Brentford and Wolves look to be great signings. Cunha's showing it, just like you said. He gave the ball away, but he immediately won it back.
Oh, the double stand from Ugarte with the nutmeg.
Wide.
He's got him.
There you go.
Oh, let's go, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Win the ball back.
That's it.
Winning the ball back well.
Ugarte.
Offside! Smoke you, bro! Get the fuck out of it.
It's a friendly.
It's radio. There was no offside. That's better from United. Nice pass.
I don't think. Let's see. This is the South American stamp from Ugarte with the nutmeg.
He's on.
He's off. The lower guy. He's off. I can see it from here. He is off. It was great.
Hey, that's better.
Hey, Ugarte.
Better.
Hey.
That's what we want. Winning the ball up high at the pitch. Get it to your target man, and Ahmad finally getting involved. And Ugarte making a big challenge. Mainu kind of a little reckless there. Ugarte all in to back him up, win the ball back up high. Ahmad making the run that he needs to, and then finishing like great finisher from Ahmad. That's a great sign. That's practice. It doesn't matter if it's offside. You just want a good goal like that. You talk about a player.
Muppets getting fired up here in the bunker.
You talk about a player you want them coming good. If Manuel Ugarte could come good this year and be your number 6, what a problem that would solve. We have enough issues, right? Number 9 being one of them. But
come on, more of that, United. Let's go. Wake up. Let's go. More of that. Ahmad making those runs. Let's get the attack flowing here. And also, we're playing the wingback system. The wingbacks are not involved. When you look at Amber, they're not getting involved high up. They're trying. Ahmad's playing way too deep. they got to be braver. We have to like show it a little bit to West Ham and just go for it.
We're dominating possession. They haven't even had a sniff out of it. Scratchy all around,
Here
but
we
like
go.
encouraging.
Switch.
This is encouraging. I
Dogu.
think he's off.
It looked off.
Did look off. Look at that.
Panenka from Bruno.
Panenka.
Great work from Ahmad.
Hard working.
Scrappy.
That's why he favors a wing back. He's got so much talent. You don't want to drop him out of the 11. There's always going to be a more attacking wing back of the two, and he has no problem tracking back, it seems. So,
all right, another Cunha Bruno swap here. The
Bruno,
Panenka.
cheeky bastard. It's not bad.
Potato Grifta, unpopular opinion, but we should have sold Bruno. He is a great player, but he really doesn't have a position on the squad. We need the money. I'm of that school. You don't get that type of offer very often, and when you do, and if you're broke like United are, you probably need to take it, because if that could have gotten us a striker, a midfielder, and another goalie, is that better? Assuming you sign Mbumo, right? Like.
It wasn't up to us, though. We didn't have the choice. Doesn't really matter.
I know, but I'm just, it is unpopular, but it's probably like unpopular decisions sometimes can be the right one. And it's controversial. I like Bruno as a player. I don't want him to leave. I want United to have enough money to like buy everybody without selling him. But if you're forced to, it kind of felt like the right time. Dantes Inferno says, agreed. I have all the respect for Bruno, but could have cycled in some new blood in the midfield. Bruno could have paid for Balaba. I don't know if you said the Brighton midfielder.
Who's great. I think United.
I do agree. I have to agree. Like we just need too many upgrades right now, and that's too much money to turn down because it's like upfront money.
Well, we didn't get it, so it doesn't really matter because we had no choice. It wasn't like we
It's
turned
okay,
it.
sir.
It wasn't like we turned it. I just think you lose a player like that, you start noticing. The team barely stayed up last year with Bruno Fernandes. Created the most chances in the league.
Bruno will have to stop playing for Manchester United at some point. And
we're going to suffer for it.
And ruthless teams usually get rid of players before. Like I agree, he has one or two, probably has two great seasons at this level yet left, and sometimes you need to rebuild. I don't disagree with the talent. It's just more of the.
Well, maybe
show me the money.
Ratcliffe could open up his fucking pocketbooks.
Show me the money.
Poor billionaire.
I need the cash money, sir. I need the cash money. Give me a goal.
He doesn't want to play in Saudi, bro. It's like, come on. He wants to play in Europe. I think he's got a lot of juice left, a lot of gas left in the tank. So I'm excited to see what he can do when we start actually strengthening this squad.
All right, what does the chat think? Bruno Fernandes, should we have sold him? Should we have kept him? Mikhail, to me, Bruno was worth more than what they were asking. $120, $125. It's just you want to get that Saudi money.
It depends on the recruitment. Depends on because the recruitment last year, would you take him for a Xerxes and a Lenny Euro? Probably not. But now you take him from a Mbumo and a Cunha. Like, okay, well then now you're talking because United are finally showing some prowess. I think in the transfer market, signing Premier League proven talent. But at the end of the day, I think we're going to have to find that money elsewhere. You would have liked that to be Rashford, selling him at his peak instead of letting him go sideways, and now us maybe getting 30 million next season. Oh, having gotten cut, dangerous ball in. United containing West Ham for most of this game. We got to keep an eye out. You don't want to concede late in the half. Last thing you want to happen.
Shout out to all the ARD fam on Discord, watching on YouTube as well. Don't forget to smash the like button.
Buying deer. Well done.
Hit subscribe. Support the channel. We're going strong, ARD. Tons of live streams, match streams this season. Support the podcast. Send it to some other Muppets as well. We love doing this. Big United fans. Been United fans for 20 years. Started watching in New Jersey. Way back in the day, sir. Playing FIFA. With the Ronaldo, Rooney, like the Vodafone kits, like that's kind of how deep we go. We got really into it, sir. Ordering the kits off of that janky website .co.uk way back when. Take like a month to get a kit.
That's true.
The felt
the
numbers,
printing.
the felt numbers, and then now more than 20 years later. Been doing the pod for 8 years now. This is a big season. We've eaten a lot of crow, eaten a lot of L's. You know, we're here the whole way. We do it for the love of the game, sir. We'll absolutely love this.
Seen a lot of bad football.
Here we go. Player Cunha.
Too much gas. There are signs of encouragement there. I'm getting more hopeful about this season coming up already because I think the energy level's been good. I like how we're defending. We look sloppy in the final third, but I think we're winning the ball back quite a bit. The pressing's better. Hoyland, don't lose it.
It's just
hold on to it.
Find somebody. There we go. Now look for it. Look for it. Okay, Manu, get involved. I like that. Bruno, let's slow it down.
Get a mod involved.
Come on, Euro, get in the attack. Let's go. Jump.
There you go. This is the general.
3 minutes of extra time here for the Meadowlands first half of preseason.
We got
solid first half for United. You know, I feel like we saw good start, lucky goal, but
we've been the better side. Let's be honest.
Very confident. Ugarte stabilizing the midfield. I think anyone that thinks Casemiro is going to come in and play a significant role is delusional. I hate to say it. He looks fit. He came in. He's going to need time. Anytime Casemiro's played well for United, he's had 2 months of fitness really to get under. He's a guy who just...
He's a guy you bring on when you have a lead against Arsenal, right? You bring him on the last 30 minutes, last 25 minutes after Ugarte runs his lungs out. You want to use him selectively. If he's like kind of your default number 6, we're going to be in trouble. But Ugarte, he's the guy. He was one of the big signings last year other than Lenny Euro. He's got to come good or at least be an option for the manager. And I think thus far this half, he's looked effective. You know, he's won the ball up. He's chucked things up a little bit in the middle of the pitch. His pass has got to be a little bit sharper, but I think everyone's pass has got to be a little bit sharper. There we go. West Ham trying to get an attack going before the half. 2 minutes left until halftime.
Well done,
Ahmad winning the ball back. That's got to be a free kick for United. And he is good, dude. He's good at everything.
Here's the thing: if I was Ahmad and someone told me I had to defend, I'd be like, no. You know,
I think he's got such a good attitude, that kid.
But for him to be all in on this right wing back thing, you know, good on him. But like, what do you do with the Delo? I like to see Ahmad come in on at 10. You know, I would like to see him sub on, 70th minute coming on for Cunha or Bruno, giving you another look up top. That's really where he is. It's interesting look for preseason. You don't know. Nothing's final here. Delo came back to preseason practices late because international duty. But,
I mean, there's going to be a rotation. There's not Europe, but there's still going to be players are not going to play in 90 minutes every game. So I think, other than Bruno and Mbumo and Cunha, he's next up, right? Garnacho's on the way out. He's ahead of Mount in terms of how he's been playing over the last season. So he's going to get his chances. It's just that, you do feel a little bit like his talent's wasted on the, on that wingback position. But if he wins the ball back, we saw how often last year he was winning the ball back up high. Let's see if we can get one more chance before the end of the half, excuse me.
Just not enough shots on target. I would look for the funny thing about this preseason match is nobody's running the stats.
There you go. In. Oh, that's a free kick.
So nobody's running the official stat line on this game. So I actually don't know how many shots on target. Maybe do you have the United app? Maybe the United app have it.
I mean, last time I saw they flashed on the screen on Peacock. It was 5 shots to 0. Let's see what the Manchester United app says. It says, good afternoon, Alex. It's a great day to be a Manchester United fan. Of course it is.
I don't know who this West Ham keeper is, but he looks shaky. So this is a great chance for United. Let's go. Potato, much better today than last week. I agree. I totally agree. And we're seeing a better 11, too. We're going to see a full rotation most likely in the second half.
Apparently, we have 8 shots to their 4, and we have 2 on target to their 1. You could have fooled me. It doesn't feel like we have 8 shots or they have. Bruno. Ooh. Oh, Mondial. Oh. That's half, man. So, not great. Not perfect, but I do think it was better than Leeds. I think the level of energy has been higher. I think we've been a little bit more cohesive on the backside of the pitch. Attacking, we still look a fucking mess. But encouraging because it's game by game and you're just trying to see progress over preseason. We lose, definitely got to worry about the attack. You don't want to start Hoyland. I think Hoyland has a role to play, but you need to take the pressure off his back by Ollie Watkins feels like the next signing. We got to go for a striker.
So Amram says we defended well. We had good transitions. We need more long possession. A lot to improve, but I like the effort. Yeah, so I mean, Amram, for him, those are nice things.
He's encouraged, you know. I can't believe the halftime interview. This is like full Americanization of the English.
Why not?
Like,
why?
why? It's like fucking stupid. They're gonna do this during the regular season. They should not be doing halftime interviews, sir.
Why not?
Why not?
I just don't understand. I
mean, for this, I don't care. For the regular season, I think it's kind of a distraction to interview the coach halfway through the game. Why?
Why
is it necessary? Like, why do we need to hear his opinion? He's not going to give you any kind of real valuable insight. He's going to be like, everything's great. I'm great.
Coaches are interviewed in like every sport. Like I understand in European soccer they don't do it, but like in every sport that like
every American sport.
Yeah, like they interview the MLB manager during the game. Like when it's being played, he like talks to the booth. Like they interview football coaches coming in at half, and it's always like, yeah, I gotta step up big in the. It's like they don't say anything. I just don't.
That's
think
why it's not worth it. That's what.
But it's not like this. Like
to say.
Like, hey, chat, what do you think? Is the halftime interview stupid? I just don't think it's that. I think people like throwing their arms in the air like it's this horrible thing. It's like, it's just, coach gives you like a, hey, we got to play better in the second half. Like, it's not, I don't think it's like.
I don't think it adds value.
This crazy,
put it this way, bro.
I don't think it's a horrible thing. VAR ruined the game. VAR ruined the game. I don't think halftime interviews are going to really like move the needle, you know? They do need to.
Strong opinions. This guy's got strong opinions about the halftime interview.
But like, I think people are making such a big deal about it, and it's like VAR is what's ruining the game. Like that VAR is horrible, and like halftime interviews is just, it's a nothing. It's like, it's just trying to make it more interesting.
They're not the same magnitude, of course.
They're trying to make it more engaging, more interesting. They're doing it because viewership in England is down. Like in the UK, viewership of the Premier League is down. They have to, like, that's. If you're in this international sport and you're losing viewers,
so you think more people are going to watch because they're doing halftime interviews? How is that?
It gives you a different, it gives you a different. They're trying to switch it up a little bit, and they're going to look to probably the NFL and how to do that, right? And NFL is not losing viewers and not, and it is growing faster internationally. I'm not like saying that's the way to go, but that's the template they're going to look at going forward.
They are gonna do what the Americans, we know how to make money out of
like Sean Dyche halftime, Matt, like Tomahawk. Yeah, I think they don't add much most of the time, but occasionally it provides some comedy. There you go, like a mad halftime interview.
I guess you're just waiting for drama.
Kevakazi, as a Brit, I think the halftime thing is silly. I don't want the manager to waste time and energy talking to the media. I want him working with the team. Fair point. Fair. It's a traditional thing. I just view it as this stuff is coming to the game. There's going to be more behind the scenes documentaries. There's going to be more, like, think about where Manchester United is now, what you see in training. And then in 20 years, you think you're going to see less of the locker room. I bet you they're going to give you the halftime talk from the manager. Like, why not pay? Like, if Manchester United said, hey, pay us $20 a month, and then you get on your app, at halftime, you get to see what Amram says. It's like, I would pay, like...
But why would he... They would never do that, because that's like...
They're going to do it.
The other teams would watch that, Like, this is the tactics we're going to do, so we'll see. They're going to keep...
Maybe hide the tactic board, but like, like after the game, you're going to see it. There's going to be more content. That the future is more content, more eyeballs, more this, more... It's just going to be more and more and more.
And there's no there's no real strong players union in European soccer. They have gotten fucking just steamrolled.
I'm not pro that, but I know it's coming. I'm not like, hey, I want to see every minute of every game.
I don't mind it. I just don't think it adds any value. That's my point. It's like, at the end of the day, you watch it, American sports, and they're interviewing the coach after halftime. He has got nothing interesting to say.
There's some funny moments though, like an NFL coach where I think it was like Dan Campbell.
When they freak out, it's funny. Like when they fucking fuck, they get all pissed off.
There was like, I think Dan Campbell coached Detroit Lions. It was like they were eliminated from the playoffs, and then the other team was playing for it, and he was just like, well, we don't have it, and I don't want them to have it. And I was like, that is a great line. That is a great line. That is a great
That's
moment.
like 1 out of 10.
It's like maybe freezing cold, and he's just like, I don't care because I don't want them to go to the playoffs because I want to ruin their day. And I was like, I like that attitude. So there's some gems, but NFL is different beast. Like you're going to get nothing. Like also the pressers in the UK and Europe, I think the coaches talk way too much in the pressers, for example. Like Amram shares way too much with the fans, and I think it should just be on to Cincinnati. Way more boring like it is in the States. Like the pressers in the States, way more
Well, he gives so much. I think he reveals a little too much. He's a little too honest. I think we saw that last season. He has, he doesn't really have a filter, and sometimes you have to play coy with the media, especially as the Manchester United manager when the people all over you. So shots in general, 9 in the first half from Manchester United to West Ham's 4, pulling off from the Embassy Sports crew, coming back right around the corner, sir. I can't believe the season not too far away. 3 weeks to go from this point, but either way. MetLife Stadium, where they'll be hosting the World Cup final in about 11 months' time. Hey, it'll be. It's not exactly full for this game against the Hammers, but it'll be full in a year from now in that final. U.S. will not be playing in it, but that'll be fun. Hopefully, that World Cup is a roaring success. And encouraging. You think we're gonna see wholesale changes at halftime? You think he's gonna let them play? Yeah.
You're not gonna see like 60 minutes from starting 11 until last game of the tour. Potato halftime interviews met at me. I see both sides. Kevakazi, I heard they might be interviewing players when they're sub 2, which is worse.
You imagine subbing, imagine Garnacho gets hooked and then they interview him and he's all fucking salty. That I could see the entertainment value in that, because I can feel like players who just got pulled or yanked are going to be way hotter than a manager who was used to doing these interviews. That's the thing, is also in American sports, the players are constantly getting interviewed on the pitch, off the pitch, whatever. They have that here, but it's also, I feel like it's way more formalized, way more structured. Like I said, Garnacho pissed off that he got yoinked. Imagine what kind of quotes he would give the media.
So I don't like that at all.
So there you go.
I don't like the idea of players getting interviewed. Tomahawk, one thing I think could be cool is if Peacock offered a Sky Cam broadcast. I totally agree. Like a tactical cam, I'd be way more interested in that. The problem is I think each stadium doesn't. They do have the footage, and this is funny because if you NFL Plus has an app where you can get the tactical cam of every single game. And, I think the EPL is going to get there, and it's going to turn into Netflix, where the Premier League will eventually own an app where they will push out the game. So this whole NBC will go away, and essentially the EPL will have its own app, and then that's how they're going to grow the game. But they, to Kevakazi's point, there has been a reluctance to really innovate from a Premier League perspective, and I feel like they were the number 1 league in the world, and the NFL has sort of kind of come past them because they've been taking more risks and pushing the envelope a little bit. It's tough to hear that, but that's the reality. And so I do think now the EPL they're going to add more games. Like NFL, what did they do? They added more games. They make more money. EPL, it's going to go from 38 to 40. And then there's going to be neutral locations where you're going to go to Saudi. They're going to play. This is going to happen. It's probably going to take a decade. I don't want it to happen. I like the tradition of the league, but money is the source of everything. And also, you look at these owners coming in, they want to make more money. They're going to be doing things that are probably not friendly for the players, not friendly for the fans. So what about the PSR, the PSLs, the season tickets? You got to pay a license now.
That's coming.
That's going to come.
Furious. United fans are going to be furious.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think we should probably pull that article up where it's, the Manchester United Stadium with the PSLs.
The licensing, £4,000 for the opportunity to buy a Manchester United season ticket, which now is commonplace in American sports. Europeans, they don't like the Americanization. That good chance. Hoyland, best thing he did in that first half was that chance off the post. Nice one from that. Talk about the licensing deal. This is what happened with the Yankee Stadium. This has happened with a lot of football stadiums in the NFL, including 49ers. I think the Dallas Cowboys have this arrangement. So tell the folks, sir.
Yeah, Kevakazi, tradition is a big part of the football leagues in England. Absolutely. Innovations needed. There has to be a line. Super League. Look, Super League's defeated.
For now.
It's just something's going to give. And the broadcast numbers from the UK, where the Sky numbers were down, that's sort of like a big shot across the bow. In the US, they're growing. So the good news is NBC is growing the audience in the United States. But for the new stadium, the question we've always had is hey, that's a crazy stadium. How are we going to pay for it? Here you go. £4,000 for a seat license. So we're season ticket holders. I think the entire season for our tickets, each seat is about £1,500, and then you pay per game as the United Progressing Cup competition. So if you're in Europa League, you pay more, but it's probably around, 1,500 to 2,000 pounds all in for one seat. Now, if we have the new stadium, there would be a $4,000 licensing fee on top of that. That triples the cost of the seat. And that the license just gets you the seats. Then you got to pay for each ticket. It's like
per ticket. Now that gives you the right, but that's like for 30 years.
People would ride.
No, they'd fucking freak the shit. They raised the prices like $40. They raised the prices like $4 from like 38 a game to 42 a game, and people lost their shit. No, they'll go nuts.
And actually, Kev Akazi, to your point, I will say the one thing in England that is amazing is just how it's such a local sport and how the locals really are the lifeblood of the club. And obviously, being season ticket holders and coming in from the United States is like, extraordinarily privileged for us. But the fact that the Ratcliffe and Co are even considering doing this would just be like a knife to the heart of the local fans, because that just is such an expense. It's like to triple the cost of a season ticket. I feel like the cheap season ticket for the diehard fans is the lifeblood of this club. And you take that away, you got that's to me where, and that will not happen. That people will burn the stadium. They will not let them build the new stadium like that. They would not let that happen.
No, they would only do that for like foreign fans. Like they would do that to us, like for the, if you're a non-local fan, for the right to buy a ticket on an ongoing basis, they would charge someone from America, from Asia, wherever. I think you could see that happening. But like the idea of, the 20, 40,000 local fans, 50,000 local fans that go each game to Old Trafford, they would lose their fucking mind. Like I said, they raised the prices like 12%, and they were doing giant protests. 4,000 pounds is like 10% of the average earnings gross for someone in England. So that is a huge amount of money. I can't see it happening, and I think they would foist it on people.
And they're very price sensitive. It's like that's just such a triple the cost of the ticket. To me, this came out, and I can't even believe it's being considered. And unfortunately, it comes from the States. And like that has led to, and we're playing at MetLife Stadium, the Giants had the new stadium. They have these PSLs, and it takes away like the hardcore local fans. Then it turns into more corporate. So the atmosphere sucks even more. The tickets are being sold to rival fans more because corporations are not going. And then it just kind of devolves into just eroding the atmosphere. And I feel like Sir Jim can do some things, but this is one of them. This is a bridge too far. Kev Akazi, the numbers are down because a lot of people are protesting England. Sky prices are surging. We get none of the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Yeah, and they're finding the limit. It seems like the market is tapped out in the UK. Canadian Republic, hello, sirs. Big fan from Toronto. Appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in the live stream. Make sure to like and subscribe. Smash the like button. Help the ARD. Up the ARD, sir. We appreciate everybody. The team's coming to USA. We're enjoying these live streams, and it's first of many for like a big season. I feel like United have been down bad. Look at that stadium, New Jersey, baby. Let's go.
A lot of parking.
A lot of parking. Like
holy shit.
Oh my God.
Old Trafford don't look like that. MetLife, baby.
We need these live streams. This is like a rally cap for the whole season. Like ARD's here. If we live stream it, surely we got to improve. Like the players are gonna know. They're gonna know.
We're watching them. You're watching us. No, I think you're gonna see more and more of this. It's we talk about the licensing. We talk about the fact that games are gonna be happening. They're gonna happen abroad. NFL. There was a little bit of pushback. I think when they started doing games in London, they started doing games in Germany. But I think it's gonna go the same way because they're gonna want to push as much as you can. Push the American fans onto the great game, and you're starting to see it. I think even if you've noticed, we're keeping a close eye on all the games for the opening 6 weeks of the schedule. They're pushing all United's games back. Even on Sunday day games, we're doing 8:30 Pacific, which means a 4:30 kickoff time, which pisses off local fans if they're coming from London, if they are traveling to London, even to go to a United away game. And you're seeing more and more of that. And the boys are coming out for halftime. And some of the players are still on. So Heaven's still there. So I don't think he did wholesale changes at halftime. Bruno's still there. I think it's a lot of the same, sir.
Interesting. This is very...
You don't usually see that this early in preseason. Usually you see that game 3, game 4, game 2.
Kevin Kazi, I stumbled across you guys the other day. Appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's nice to get an American perspective. A lot of owners in the league are now American, so I'm curious to hear your views on the direction they're taking. Look, I think every American owner is different. I do think what makes English soccer great is promotion and relegation, and that is if you look at American sports, that doesn't exist. And so any type of, to me, that's the football pyramid is what has made everything very successful in England. But you have to be careful. Like the American owners are one thing, and then you have sort of the, what do you say, the state sponsored
Sovereigns.
The state's sovereigns. I think the combination of those two, you hope that they're good stewards for the league. But I mean, as far as Todd Bowley, they just want to make money. And so, the Glazers have been awful for Manchester United. It looks like Todd Bowley's good for Chelsea. And, halftime interviews, is it going to kill the league? Probably not. But, there's probably be other shit we don't like. But as long as it's a pro-rel and, they keep the main traditions, keep the stands a rocking, I think we'll enjoy it.
I think there's certain things they know they can't touch, like relegation, Super League. Kind of taught them that you can't go there, but they will do more games. They will do games in the States. The same with the NFL. Went to London, went to Germany, Munich, whatever. That will start happening. It'll piss fans off, but at the end of the day, they're gonna just keep pushing more and more. And at the same time, around the American ownership, it depends on the owner because they're not all created equal. They're not all of the same vein.
Exactly.
We are one of the clubs that have the earliest American owners as of 20 years ago. And they're private equity, like Bowley, but only the bad parts. Only just taking money out, leveraged. They bought it with debt, but they didn't really invest in the way that Chelsea have been. I mean, Bowley and his crew have put $1 billion in the team, into the squad. And it seems to be coming together from a recruit perspective. United already on the ball. So let's get some volume going. United are back in the game and on the ball with the same team. So I think it depends, but you're seeing, I think Americans' appreciation for this game is only just getting started. I think, the Wrexhams of the world, they're in the championship. What happens if they show up in the Premier League? You just have more eyeballs and young men, young fans. This is one of their favorite one of their favorite leagues. So I think it'll only get better. But you got to have that happy medium because I feel like they've added so many games in the last 5 years, right? There's 2 more games in the European competitions. There's tournaments that are popping up that weren't even a thing a decade ago. And at a certain point, it will start to kind of pull from the quality of the products. So, American sports have strong unions, which actually you need sometimes because they want the same thing. They want more and more and more. And I feel like European football does not have that yet. And you might start seeing that because I feel like there's going to be overreach. There's already overreach with FIFA, UEFA. That's not going to stop. EPL, they're going to try and compete. They're going to want to play in the U.S., New York, wherever. So money, Mo. I mean, money is just money wins. That's the thing. And there's a lot of money in those hills. So people want to watch the sport.
No, absolutely. And we've been going to United games for, I think my first game was 2009. You went earlier. You saw Ronaldo drop the hat trick against Wigan. We've been traveling, and I feel like, the local support has been so good to us. We've sat in the away end. We've been, away in Europe. We've done it all. We go every year, watch United. Love this club, and we have seen the increase in tourism, and that adds tension. At the beginning, when I went to United, you show up, you're America, everyone loves you, everyone loves you.
That's true.
And then now, but we're season ticket holders in the Stretty. We were at the Glazers out protest.
Bruno on the ball.
Finish.
Oh, should do better. Should do better for Bruno Fernandes. Should be a goal. Oof. More high pressing though. Once again, winning the ball up high. United doing that well. We get in the box.
100 million.
There you go, sir. Easy, bro. The whole season. Easy. Best player on the team, bro. He'd be relegated last year if it wasn't Bruno Fernandes. He should have shot it right here.
Potato. Guess Amram wasn't very happy with the squad making them come out after half. Totally agree. This is definitely a punishment. I just don't think we played. We did better, but Amram, he's setting the bar high. I have a feeling he looks a little frustrated there on the touchline, and it's unusual to have him come out again. Here, he wants more from this team.
This early in preseason, you don't usually see it second game in. Far post. Oh!
Come on.
Dangerous chances.
Come on, Cunha. Pull back to Ahmad. No, he wants it all. He wants it. He's selfish.
Good, bro.
You know what?
We need selfish players. Bruno back
selfish. He's a little selfish.
Sort of the best players are selfish.
Ahmad was wide open.
Best players are selfish. Right there. You think CR7 takes that shot? I think CR7 takes that shot.
Sir, all day. Okay, I'm just dying on this scoreboard. I'm trying to get it going here. Don't even have what time is it? We're not
50. It's 50.
ARD, not good. We're trying on the live streams. Okay, here we go. Preseason live stream. Okay, and by the way, if you're here, smash the subscribe. Appreciate you. You're here early in the live streams. You're one of the first.
You're an innovator.
Kevin Kazi says, one of the things I love about our club is international fan base. We're in every corner of the world. Absolutely. We've traveled the world, watch United everywhere, and meet great fans.
What? Oh.
United fans are also the best fans.
We are the best fans.
By far.
And that's one of my favorite things about Manchester United.
Have a laugh. You know, United fans are like always having a good time, sir, no matter where we are.
And you meet them everywhere. I mean, that's my favorite thing about being a Manchester United fan is you meet them on every corner, everywhere I've been lucky to travel. It's like you meet them in Asia, you meet them in South America, you meet them in Europe, you know, Scandinavian Reds. It's like, and they do have a sense of humor. I feel like they could take a joke. Irish Reds, they're always a blast. You know, you meet Scousers, they're prickly. They're prickly. I don't like those Scousers abroad.
Biggest football club in the world. And like you said, yeah, like every United fan has a good attitude. The Scousers are like, you know, you're like, oh,
they got a chip on their shoulder, bro. They got a chip on their shoulder. Shady. Shady characters.
Well, you know, you meet, they're like New Jersey of England, sir, you know. Okay, great.
There we go. Kobe wins it back.
Do something with it.
Whoa! Do something with it. Oh, 100 million. 100 million, baby. 100 million. There we go. There you go. Bruno Fernandes. Good goal.
Shipping the keeper.
Sorry, now they can come off.
Now they're going to come off. I'll tell you, this keeper, he's like shipping them goals.
He looks shippy. He looks like...
He looks like a Scouser, I'll tell you. Scouser goalkeeper for West Ham. Great chip from Bruno Fernandes. He set it up.
But look, we're winning the
goal.
Back.
He's complaining. He's like, what are you doing? Like, how is this goalie off that far?
Yeah, but good goal. Good finish.
This is a bad... Great finish from Bruno Fernandes. Give it to him, MetLife,
goalie,
baby.
where you at, bro? Buying deer?
That was bad. He was at
he did stick it. Side net.
And then,
well, he gave the ball away, and then he just got caught out of position.
Great goal. Potato, any NFL fans in the chat? Check out soccer-inspired NFL kits from Fanatics. Never heard of that. I got to check that out. I'm a big NFL fan. Tomahawk, Bruno. Been prepping the bar at work. Who scored for us?
Bruno Brace.
Bruno Brace.
He got a penalty in the first half. It was kind of a soft serve FC penalty. Heaven won it in the air. Like, very good acting. You know, he's destined for the bright lights of Broadway. Get your ass on a play screen. And then Bruno like just buried it home. The penalty. This one, goalie did us a favor, but I think, you know, Bruno still had a bit to do. So
it's a great finish. Just silky finish for Bruno Fernandes. 100 million. Clap back from Alex. Got the 100 million. 100 million.
I mean, I think certain things that I've been encouraged. The pressing's been really good. I thought the defense has been solid thus far. I think the more Mbumo, Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo, they play together, the better. And also Kobe Mainoo winning the ball back this last time, fighting for one of those midfield spots. Competition. There's competition in certain areas. Not enough competition at striker. But this is encouraging. This is much better than the Leeds game. Oh, come on.
Hoyland giving you kind of what you know he's going to give you.
About the same.
He's on an island. He's not finding a way to get involved in linking up, and that's the concern. Is like if the game's going one way, you got to make the adjustment. And he's always he's positionally, unaware.
Off.
Positionally unaware. Kevin Kazi has Bruno back in my FPL team.
All day.
Alex gearing up for a big FPL season. He's gearing up.
We're doing an ARD one, aren't we?
Yeah. We got by the way, we have an American Red Devils FPL. You can get it in our Discord. Join our Discord. You don't know what that is. It's like basically a giant group chat for all the American Red Devils. You click on the link in the video description. It's free. I think over 1,000 American Red Devils in there in the chat right now. Having a blast, having a laugh. Get in there, check it out.
Discord. Win the ball up the pitch once again. Kobe Mainoo. Bad giveaway by Cunha though.
It's got to be like there's got to be a little more zip here. A little more zip. Potato should see subs around the hour mark, I would think. I think that's a good. The question is, they're going to sub this keeper. Don't sub the West Ham keeper.
No, they probably will, and they'll probably put Tom Heaton in. You know, Tom Heaton, who was so electric against Leeds in the second half of the last preseason game in Stockholm. But this is a good run out. You know, it's hot. It's a decent competition. West Ham haven't really shown much, but I feel like United have absorbed pressure well. We've won the ball at the pitch well. Super clunky. We look super clunky from an attack perspective, but hey, that was the same thing to fix last year. So, you know, defense looking solid, but this is a long way to go till first game of the season against Arsenal, sir, at Old Trafford. That's going to be a big match, and they're going to be playing at a much higher level. They just signed the Swede, Gyökeres. He's coming in. Big mean Swede with the big mean paws.
No, yeah, let's not focus on this. What my gut trying to evaluate where we are is you're going to see a more structural back line, midfield 2, and it's going to be mashed potatoes attack. Like, it's just going to take so long to figure out that attack. We don't have the time. We don't have the time to do it. You put in Bumo and it's still hero ball. You know what I mean? It's like you look at but as long as everything gets, you build from the back, right? So if we can start defensively sound and then build the attacking chemistry, it just takes time. It's not like these players can't do it. We have the talent. It's just more of the wing back roles and the swaps and the different runs and how you're going to get Bruno involved and what the best position for each player is and building that chemistry. You have to be realistic that like an Ollie Watkins and Bumo, Cunha just hit the ground running, but most likely it's going to take a while to get on the same page.
Even if we get an Ollie Watkins, because they're going to be 3 new players. You're going to have 2 players that are brand new in this attack. They're, United playing the same players every week last season. We still didn't look very good. So now you throw in new players, obviously very talented individuals in Mbumo and Cunha, but they're going to have to get used to each other. That part of the deal is they're going to have to get used to the runs Bruno and Højlund and Amad Diallo and Dogu are making. I like to use some of that as an excuse for why we haven't been very sharp in the final third. I think it's a little bit of a hangover from last season, but you have to keep that in mind. So even if our dreams come true, we're going to have a brand new front 3 and they're going to have no idea because none of them played together. I mean, obviously, actually, Mbumo has played with Ollie Watkins at Brentford before he went to Villa. So that would be bringing those 2 guys together. I'm sure they had a great success in the championship as well. So either way, this team's going to need time. But I think if they can figure out the defense, be solid there, the attack will come together over time. Once again, defending well, right? They barely had a sniff at it.
No, and how do you get involved? How does Ahmad get involved? Like we saw one great run from Ahmad. Like, need more of that, right? Like, where's the pressure going to come from? Cunha, I feel like you need to get him the ball, like sort of centrally here, and he's cut inside, right? That creates the opportunities for Bruno and Ahmad to push up. We haven't seen that like sort of cross. Once you get it to Cunha in the midfield, have him run and then find the open man on the other side.
That's
like
good.
The swap
That's good. That's a yellow.
Need to be more dynamic. Dylan, what about Bruno up top with Mbumo and Cunha behind? That way we still have the defensive flexibility of Manu Ugarte. I like that. Like false 9, that's a shout. We did not see it from Amram last year. He's going to have a sense of urgency with scoring goals. But playing out the back, looking much better here. And Ugarte looking really good, receiving the ball from the center back 3. I feel like that Casemiro really struggled against Leeds. Again, West Ham, the press doesn't have that same intensity, but Ugarte doing very well here against West Ham. I feel like West Ham are playing a little bit into United right now. And we're struggling to break them down. We're struggling to break them down.
But I think Ugarte's shown those legs, that obviously Casemiro doesn't have. Him at his best, Casemiro that is a dynamic player and his ability to stretch the pitch, move the ball around. And I'm hoping Ugarte, needed that transition year coming up to a much bigger league than after playing in France for a couple seasons. So I'm hopeful he's the one that comes good because we need some players to start coming good. Like I said, 8 in heaven, what a deal that is, £1 million if he's one of your starting center backs. But if Ugarte can be that number 6, it takes the pressure off the team to go and kind of get a lock and load, a Balaba, who's like arguably the next Moise Caicedo. It's only a matter of time before Chelsea snap him up for $100 million plus.
Look at that, Heaven wise to it. Up,
dangerous. But that's one of their best chances of the game. And I think subs are coming up soon. You would think 60th minute. You don't want to go too much further than 60 minutes, especially how hot there they are. They're stretching. They're getting ready.
Oh, we got Casemiro. We got Corey the Destroyer. We got Maguire. We got Shaw. We got Delo. We got the kids. We got Leon coming.
Fletcher,
excited about
Fredrickson,
that.
Mount.
Cheeto as well, warming up.
Magoo, Luke Shaw.
Get me in, coach. Get me in. Mason Money Mount. We haven't even talked about Money Mount. Potato back-to-back. Good defending by DeLitt. He's settled in. He looked nervy. Settling into the middle 3.
And he didn't look as good against Leeds. He was losing a lot of headed chances. Was getting beat in the air quite a bit, and I think he looks much more composed.
Bindier pushing it long. Don't like that.
He can't play out the back. Huffball, baby. It's back in the...
We're still seeing the DeLitt moving into midfield to play, for building it out here. That's sort of what Amram is setting up.
But we're holding on to the ball well, managing possession. Encouraging. Long way to go, but I'm encouraged. I think it's a lot better than the Leeds performance. And Lenny Euro with those sweeping balls. He's a very good passer.
Cunha.
Underrated part of his game.
Bruno Cunha, link up.
Look at that.
Oh,
fancy feet from the Brazilian. Just
him and Bruno, but like it's gonna get a little crowded with him and Bumo and Cunha. You probably only need two of them on the pitch at a time.
I don't know, man.
Wow.
Well done. Ahmad Diallo with that high work rate, showing why the manager favors him at wingback. He's just got a role to play.
But look at this run by Ahmad.
There you go.
It's a great run by Ahmad right there. Bruno didn't see it, but you looked at Ahmad win the ball back. That's the run. That's how he's gonna get involved. He needs to hold the width here. D_Cole. I always forget Mount plays with us. I mean, that's a great point. Get Slabhead up front. He was our best striker last season. It's sad, but true. Watch the Lyon highlights. If you're ever having a bad day, watch us play against Lyon. Don't watch the final.
Oh God, that final. I'm still not over it. Mason Mount got asked, how long it'd take to get recovered from the final in Bilbao. Of course, I'm still not over it. So that was hard days. Hard days. That was different than Gdansk, but it was worse in some ways.
Full 11, just looking at Amram. When can we come on? They're just sitting there. Just the manager's like, just
keep running, boys. Keep running.
This is interesting from a preseason perspective. He's running them this hard. We have midweek too, right? We got Bournemouth Wednesday. It's interesting that the manager is running.
I guess it's Saturday. I'm maybe he's waiting for a stop and play. They got to be coming the next whistle, you would think, because you never see players get this many minutes. Only the second game of preseason. This is not something I've ever seen. He might be mad, bro, just taking it out on him. Just keep fucking running. I'll tell you when you're done.
Yeah. Programming note: we're not going to be live midweek for Bournemouth. We're going to be live the following week's fixture.
Pulling up. I think it's Everton on Sunday.
Yes.
We will be live for that on
Everton
the 3rd.
Sunday morning. Yes.
No, it's 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. We will be with you. Cannot wait. That'll be the last game of the tour. West Ham in a dangerous position. Jared Bowen on the wing. Ball in. Goal.
Wow.
Good finish. Good finish from Jared Bowen, but he should not be in that position. United.
Boo earns.
2-1. You did call 2-1.
I did call 2-1. Got to get the scoreboard.
Dylan Cole asks, is Euro Varane regen? I hope so.
Heaven got
cooked.
Let's see. Let's just watch this replay. So check.
Well, midfield kind of
great.
Jogging back.
Heaven. Dogu spacing behind Dogu.
I think United looked tired.
Heaven did a good job to recover, but it was Dogu that he didn't get beat, but we just got our pocket picked, so to speak. Heaven just couldn't close it down fast enough. I'm gonna say, hey, that's preseason fitness still, and a great
finish.
Bayindir should do better. If you look at the angle, you have to look at Bayindir there. Look at that angle. Heaven really was there. And there's such a small window for him to score. Amram, mad.
Good.
Mad. Look how mad he is. He is not in a good mood with these group of players. And
when is he ever in a good mood?
No,
so the day he showed up, he was in a good mood.
So I'm giving you you wanted the X-Files?
This guy loves X-Files. Sir, he's not pulling them. He's like, if you get injured, 60. Get those subs in. I agree with Tomahawk.
This
is crazy, bro. He's like punishing them. This is like We Are the Titans. What is it called? We Are the Titans, bro.
Yeah,
running in Hershey, running in what's it called? Gettysburg in the morning. It feels a little bit like that.
We've been there. Football in North Jersey. Here's the deal. This is my view on Amram right now. You can see it on the bench. He's seething.
He's
seething. Why?
That was an effort goal.
Why would he be seething? He's in the glorious state of New Jersey. Never been a better state than New Jersey.
Hot as shit.
Love the Meadowlands.
Yeah, I'm sure he loves it.
Loves it. He's probably gonna eat get Amram some gabagool. Give him some gabagool.
Capicola.
He looks very upset, and I think there has to be a vibe where this team is just not giving him what he wants.
Here come the subs,
and I think you can see it. And I think the reason why he's upset is because if he doesn't get what he wants, he knows when they got to do it and how they got to do it. And that started first 5 games. They got to be playing much better than this.
Yeah, we're playing much better opposition. I mean, we're playing 3 of the top 4 teams. It's going to be super challenging. There's nowhere to hide. And Ruben Amorim he knows what it's going to take, man. He suffered through last season. He already talked about the fact that United are going to be suffering again, and fans have reacted to that. I think it's inevitable. We're gonna suffer given how we finished last season, and you can only make so much progress in the summer. But he definitely kept them on longer than I think he would have because he wasn't thrilled. Because that goal that we just gave up, good finish from Bowen. You could argue Bayern Deer can do more, but it's also because United got caught out being leggy. Because if we ran back fit and firing, you don't give him a chance like that. And maybe that's what he's so furious about. Because we did see that time and time again last season where players would check out, jog back, we get caught out.
I think it's because it's scrappy in possession. It's you look at West Ham and you're like, we're kind of at that level. Like if I'm being honest, if you're watching us play, we have more of the ball, but we don't have that intentionality. We don't have that killer pass. We don't have that extra gear to really put a team to the sword. And that's something we've always saw. It's like we have the ability, but like collectively, we're all not giving the same effort at the same time to really push to, get that goal and, put a team away. United have struggled to just find that gear. And it's kind of more it's more of the same. It's hard to quantify, but you see it. It's someone has the ball. They're looking for people to pass to. There's not that route one, like everybody on the same page. You look at the link up, it's dink, dank. It's really, it's not cohesive. It's not smooth. It's not sharp. You don't expect it to be right now, but I think the manager does because he just has high expectations for this team.
And he needs to. After last season, it was horrible.
It should be better.
It has to be better. But I think off the ball, we've been okay. On the ball, we've looked a mess. Even when we've won the ball high up the pitch, it feels like we don't know who to pass to. We don't know which run to make. But I think the fitness has been good through the first 60, and I think the team just got really leggy, gave the goal. Ruben Amorim not happy, and he shouldn't be happy, because we need to have a high standard. The only way we're going to get back to the promised land is if the coach has an unbelievably high standard and the players respond to it. So let's get a goal. Let's get Cheeto a goal. Let's not have them blow this, 2-goal lead all of a sudden. Oh, winning the ball back once again. Casemiro showing the legs.
Coyer the Destroyer. Great nickname. Never get old here.
Fredrickson, McGuire, and Shaw. There you go. Diallo gets
So Dallow's playing on the right. New number 2, Casemiro, 18. Coyer Destroyer. Coyer and Casemiro midfield 2. You got Mason Mount playing 10. Leon. I really like that kid. Get him a look. He's holding the width high on the left-hand side. Like that.
And you got young Fletcher playing the other 10 roles. So that's a big nod from the coach. Also lack of options.
Bit of jobs for the boys.
He's good.
His dad's stewing. He's stewing
furious,
in North
furious,
Jersey.
furious.
Stewing right now. He's stewing. He's pacing.
He's so fucking mad.
If I knew what was going through his head,
it's going through his head.
He's like, shave those chops, Bayern Deer. Shave those chops.
He's staying in though. Tom Heaton did not get the nod. That's a little surprising to see. Usually you get a goalkeeper switch.
Dylan, we don't have the killer pass to break a defense, but our attackers also make shit runs. Mason Mount was built for these moments from Tomahawk 238. He was. We're talking about practice. We're talking about preseason, guys. We don't, it's, you just want to find the level that you're looking for a reaction. This team, for a long time, they let the bar go down and they seem okay with it, and I feel like we need to find that reaction from this team. It's not West Ham preseason, but it's got to be Arsenal. It's a keep delaying, keep putting off the test. It's like you got to show up.
No, preseason only means so much. We've seen us perform well and then shit the bed as soon as the season started and vice versa. So at the end of the day, it only matters what happens that opening game against Arsenal at Old Trafford. Does United show up?
That's so nervy, sir.
I know,
I'm so nervous.
Oh my God.
Just talking about that Arsenal game, it's just like, it's so nervous.
We'll be there.
So nervous.
We'll be there.
Yeah, we're going to live stream it so you can see our reactions live.
Hope we don't get beat up.
Doing it live.
Hope we don't get beat up. You're not going to get much more. I mean, think of it. If it was like scratching the first half or the first 60 minutes, 65, with our preferred, basically like probably one of our stronger 11th available, Can't imagine it's going to get any better from an attack perspective this last 20 minutes that we have. So let's see United be controlled, be calm in possession. Let's see if Mason Mount can do something. Fletcher, there's a reason you're starting right now. Maybe it's just lack of squad depth because that would be Mbumo's spot. That would be Garnacho's spot. That would be one of the other outlaws spot, outcast spots. But there's a big step down in the second tier 11. You have to say that as well.
Tomahawk 238. Can't wait for the Arsenal predictions. LOL.
Yeah. Yep. That'll be a fun game. Anything's possible. Fresh season, fresh start. United need a fresh start.
The thing about Arsenal, Tomahawk, and we went to the Arsenal home match. So I feel like it's informed. It's like even before that game, everyone thought Arsenal was going to kill us. Even you did in pre-match. And I was like, no, Arsenal always come. They think they're going to kill us and they have no teeth. And they end up getting a draw or they beat us by one. They never really of all the big teams that have just put us to the sword. They are not one of them.
They're due.
You can't imagine Gyökeres is going to be ready to roll. I could see a Gyökeres winner, but I'm not seeing big blowout anywhere. Arsenal doesn't have that in their locker, and United, has played decently well.
The gods are listening.
I don't think it's a win for United, but I don't think it's an embarrassing.
I can see
loss.
a draw. I can see a nervy draw. Like you said, they haven't ripped our throats out the way City and Liverpool have over the last decade. I feel like Chelsea are due beat us up as well. And the one thing is we're not going to come in great form, but it takes a lot of teams take a couple games, 5 games even, to get into form. So maybe that's something we can take advantage of. As an Arsenal, they got a lot of new players coming in as well. Gyökeres, Zubimendi, so they're going to be finding their feet. Is that an opportunity for United to maybe pluck off a point? I think a point against Arsenal in the opening game would go a long way. Obviously, our track record in the first game of the season not great. From
Lyon,
sloppy Joe.
It's bright lights, MetLife, That's
not everybody can do it in Jersey.
Kevakazi will beat Arsenal and Buemo Brace. Love that.
Love it. Let's go.
Potato Grifter, if we don't sign a new striker, who do you want starting up front?
I'd probably start with the new guys, man. I mean, I don't know about you, sir, but I start fucking Mbumo up front. I start, Cunha. Højlund ain't it. He ain't the guy. He could be a backup, but you don't play him because you're going to destine yourself for sadness. Whereas you can play Bruno and Cunha and then put Mbumo up front and do the inverted thing, have them drop deep. You have options.
Yeah, but Amram doesn't do that. So
but Mbumo was played up front for Brentford at times.
I know the Mbumo signing is completely different with the lens that he could play 9. We just haven't heard anything around that. And we haven't seen the manager, the manager's stubborn.
Certainly is.
And he had a lot of opportunities to play a lot of different players at 9 last year, and he did not take that. You could have played Bruno false 9. You could have played Garnacho at 9. And he just Højlund. It just was a thing. And I just think Amram is
so fucking stubborn.
You think he's getting less stubborn?
Is he? You think he's getting less stubborn? Or he should get less stubborn.
That's a great question, Potato. It has to be Mbumo. It has to be Mbumo.
Yeah.
Has to be Mbumo.
Front three of
but he'll
Mbumo.
swap off. But the problem is you go to Mbumo striker, and then he doesn't score, and then you put in Højlund, and then you put him. It's like you start looking, But
at least they'll make a good run. Højlund looks so out of confidence that if you put Mbumo, Cunha, and Bruno as your front three,
plays on
and
the
then
right.
Ugarte with Kobe Mainu as your midfield too. It gives you a shot. You're in the game.
His heat map is all on the right. He's right touch line.
I don't disagree.
He just owns that. That's where he.
But he could do a job. He's better at 9 than Højlund is right now. So, but he doesn't have the size, right? He's not a big guy. Højlund is a big guy. Sometimes relies on his size too much. Doesn't run into space. I thought actually that opening chance he had where he smacked the post, that was more of what we need to be seeing, him run into space using his speed because he is fast. He just likes to grapple for some reason. He's got a future in the WWE, sir.
Tomahawk, I'm going to convince myself we're winning by match week. Here's a question. Where's Xerxes?
He's injured.
He's injured?
I think so. He was injured when we flew out from... I think he was holding a knock when we flew out from Manchester in the first place because he obviously didn't feature against Leeds.
Let's see. I'm looking it up here. Yes.
Because otherwise you'd see him. I mean, we
No, injury not confirmed, but he is training away from the main group with Onana, Martinez, and Xerxes are training away from the main group. So he's got to be carrying some sort of injury. I just haven't heard a report on like what it is or.
But I also think he came back to train and look a little like he enjoyed his holiday. Like sometimes they say it's a knock when the player needs to just get up to fitness.
But where does he? Is he just play? He plays 9, so
he plays 10 or 10 or 10, right? You got a lot of 10 options now, right? Because you have Mason Mount.
Saw him score in San Sebastian, Real Sociedad away in the Europa League, the famous Europa League. The famous Europa League.
Infamous, yeah. Like get to the fucking final and then lose.
I'd take Xerxes over Højlund at this point. I think.
Don't disagree.
I'm not writing off Højlund.
In this form,
he
yes.
needs to learn from a proper striker. Like, I just don't think we have the talent development. And you kind of almost are concerned for a Cheeto, where you need a veteran striker. That's why an Ollie Watkins would be a good shout, who knows how to do it in the league, and they can learn from him. Like, that's just helpful.
No, you might get the bonus of getting a goal scorer in your new kind of like, veteran number 9 in Ollie Watkins.
Ooh, Bayendier almost giving away the game here.
And at the same time, you could get an added benefit that like Højlund would get better, Cheeto Obi would learn a lot.
Jesus, come on, United. That was good until it wasn't.
Okay, winning the ball back. We've shown an ability to do that this.
It's like my eyes.
Yeah, get ready, bro.
My eyes.
Okay,
I've
won the ball. Hey,
watched
got the
so
ball.
much.
We got the ball.
I'm just like.
Sir, get ready. 15.
My eyes.
15.
My eyes, sir. I've like
this guy, like amnesia. How we play last season? Hey, 2-1. Second crew looks a little sloppy. Looks a little scratchy around the edges. Let's hold the lead. It's important, like mental victory. They've got some players coming in. Ward Price, hell of a free kick taker.
Like that's like a guaranteed signing, by the way. Like so how does everyone feel about the white beater look under the shirt? Like, for some reason the shirt is looking a little like see-through, and then they got the white beaters.
Fucking hot as shit. They're sweating their ass off.
I know. I think the white beater is to hold the data pack.
Right.
I
don't think they're just like getting in character by being
like the little Sopranos theme. Little Polly Walnuts wife beater action here in North Jersey. Let's go.
All right, United defending free kick. Ward Prowse over the ball. Here it comes. Bayendier leaves it.
Bayendier ain't the guy.
No. That's why, the Sen Lamens, that Belgian keeper that we've been attached to recently, even if he's not going to be your new number 1, he's a viable number 2. Someone that will actually bring the best out, either as a starter or will just challenge Onana for the number 1 spot, whereas Bayendier, like, Onana knows he's safe because Bayendier has been so ineffective as a backup. So we got to get those players out.
Get it in the chat. What do you think, goalkeeper? What should we do? Tomahawk, those see-through kits remind me of the MLB cheap Nike stuff. Yeah, that was a riot when Nike started the MLB kits. Everyone's sweating through them. They had to change their
Puma ones. Remember the Puma ones?
Why are jerseys getting cheaper? They should be
getting more expensive.
Yeah, they're getting more expensive. Yeah, for sure. I've not pulled the trigger on any new Manchester United kit, and the reason being, Potato doesn't like the wife beater. The thing about the United kit is there's a solid chance it will be half price on Black Friday. Like United is like
it'd be so bad.
It came out under Eric Ten Hag. It was like new kit. It's like $200, and it's like literally like 2 months in, Black Friday, $70. Like it's like
authentic, bro.
It's like authentic.
You have to buy the authentic.
No, but so I'm like, most likely, the authentic kit is going to be on sale. So I'm just waiting for Black Friday United.com sale. You get it. Like that's like a OG tip. It's like 60% off. They have all these kits. Nobody wants them.
Don't buy it out of the gate. Waiting for the quality of the performances to drop, and therefore the price of their kits will drop.
They're all on sale. So right, it's like that's the thing about these kits. It just costs like to be. It's highway robbery, like a customized new authentic kit over $200. Like, come on, man.
Cost them like $8 to make. It's fucking crazy.
I honestly think that's like, it's a crime. It's not $100. Like that to me, that's one of those things where like, it's a t-shirt.
$100 for an authentic one.
$100 for an authentic customized. Like if I owned Manchester United,
That would be a rule.
that'd be a rule.
Negotiated
That-
with Adidas.
Yeah. No, but it'd be like,
You talk about $4,000 seat licensing. Everything has just been so much creep in terms of prices, and that's no different. And the quality's gotten worse too. Like even the authentic ones are not as nice as the kits used to be. The Nike kits, that Rooney and
no, they were
Ronaldo
$60.
were rocking.
They were like 60. I just refuse that the kit and the how much is that kit to purchase to make it scale? It's got to
Less
be
than $10.
like, exactly, and they're selling for 200. It's like
They do it in a way where like even when it's on discount for Black Friday, they're still making money because it costs so little.
Kevin Kazi, goalkeeper needs replacing. I'm tired of watching Onana, not even trying to dive for a save. Yeah, he dives late. I agree. Dylan, same thing. Get Onana off the books.
Easier said than done.
Bayern Deer. He had that really good game against Arsenal though in the FA Cup last year. Cass.
This second lineup looks way scratchier. Even though they left a lot to be desired. This second team, like, there's a big drop off in terms of just the quality of the starting 11. I think we were more of a mishmash last game where it was like strong on both ends. This he definitely favored the first 65 minutes. That's a stronger 11, and I think it's showing very much so in this last 20 minutes because United have got nothing notable. Even those chances, one high up the pitch we haven't had with the second tier crew on. So. Let's just hold it out at this point. Get the 2-1 victory. There you go. As we give them the ball away.
Jesus Christ.
Magoo's been holding things down in the back of the pitch. Shaw, what role is he going to have this season? I don't think he's got the fitness to be a wingback in this system.
He should. He can play his way into fit. Like Luke Shaw, there's a player.
No, and
don't
was
like
talking
him.
about.
I probably don't like him as a human being. We wouldn't get along, Captain TikTok over here. But at the end of the day, like he's a player, undeniably. I mean, like you look at him versus Delo. I mean, like. Delo doesn't start for Portugal. Luke Shaw's playing a wing back, and England's going to finals. Not winning them, but he's playing well and scored in a final in the European final. Like,
I feel like he's fallen off since that. Just because you even saw it in the goal.
He played well in the Euros.
Spurs.
He was good in the Euros.
Yeah, the Euros, but he gets up for England, but he was not good in the final.
Right. But
he was not good in Bilbao.
It's kind of like a Pogba. It's like Pogba played like the best player in the world for France, and he came to United, and but obviously Mourinho fell out with Shaw. We know the deal.
That was years ago, bro.
You don't fall out with Shaw because you're like a dog. You don't fall out with Mourinho because you're a dog. Mourinho only likes dogs. Shaw's soft. Everybody knows that.
We know that. That's the problem with his fitness is that he doesn't have the fitness to get back to the level he was at because he always gets injured before he can kind of get as sharp as we saw him.
He still should be the starting left-sided center back for Manchester United. He's a good player.
You have options now, right? You got Martinez. He's coming back.
Kavikazi, Shalberto Carlos. He's been back to the old Luke. It's fitness with him. It's fitness. Some players struggle with fitness. Jesus.
No, they've been the better side since the subs have been made. United have had nothing doing. Haven't looked good off the ball. When we've gotten the ball, we give it away pretty quickly. So this is just a see out the game kind of performance.
Hey, we're talking about practice.
Dylan Cole, Shaw been eating too many meat pies again. He looks a little red-faced, I don't think he can go 65 minutes right now.
Yeah, that went over the bar. Didn't get a touch by Endear. Didn't need it.
Those chops aren't helping your case. It's like, gotta get rid of the chops. He's even manicured the chops.
What a stadium, sorry. It looks nice. It is empty.
It'll be great for the World. It won't. I'll tell you what. It will not
World
be
Cup,
empty for the World Cup final.
Dylan, I hate him at left center back. We need Martinez or Heaven. We need Shaw's on the ball quality left. I do agree.
Those crosses are.
He's got elite attacking talent at left. If you can get him involved on the left wing, he is great at crossing the ball. He is good. You can't deny that.
Tomahawk, keep Shaw away from the New York pizzerias. Keep me.
But the problem is that running back with Shaw's the issue. Dogu's going to do a better job at that. Every player at United is like that, though. You look at Delo, it's same thing.
I know, Kamikaze. What would I do for Rooney right now? Rooney at 9, Rooney at 10.
Come on, defend United. Dig in here. We need a moral victory. Is that not no corner?
Good job. Get it out.
Nice controlled header from Mason Mount. What a player. Under pressure.
He needs to have a big year.
He didn't have a good final. I did that of the European final. Amarim benching Garnacho and starting Mount. That was a bad decision.
He made a lot of bad
And
decisions that day. That was certainly one of them.
I did not. It's like even I know, like, is it really worth it for that? Like Garnacho's could be more dangerous going forward, and then
He stuck with his back
and
three.
Mason
dude.
Mount was such a good sub. That was such a weird decision, and then it cost us Garnacho playing for United
Watch
ever
out.
again.
All right, look, Harry. Harry's the one guy on this 11 that could start in the next squad. You know, he's probably. I think when he's fit, he's better than DeLitt in that anchor three.
Of course, no, he's great.
Especially with the
He's
two
better
youngsters.
than a three. New manager, new system benefits him. Kevikazi, what I would give for Rooney to be playing for us right now, I'd take him right now as is.
Honestly.
Like fat Wayne
Fat
Rooney,
Rooney.
fat old Wayne Rooney. He'd still be better than half these bluffers.
Honestly. This has been tough to watch. You know, I enjoyed the first 65, but
It's not that bad. It's not like Leeds was worse. The first half against Leeds was like Swiss cheese.
No, we saw some stuff today. You know, Cunha with Bruno Fernandes. I thought they linked up pretty well. I thought Ahmad got involved a bit. It's just this last 25 minutes, this 11 is just not nearly as strong. And I feel like West Ham have brought on some of their stronger players, and it's just kind of hold on now. They're talking about it, sir. Arsenal, big opening game. We're going to be there for you, live streaming all of it against the Gunners at Old Trafford. Big match. United has to set the tone, you know. Statement game. West Ham.
We got him right. Look, structurally, we're good. You know. Ooh.
Yeah, we're like just in hack it out mode,
Just,
sir.
it's like this doesn't matter. So this is the B team. West Ham, they made some moves. They got a little more bravery up front. You know, and also remember, no Europe. Don't need as many players. We still need to end the transfer window strong. United kind of snoozing a little bit, dropping PSL articles. Like, what do you mean? Like, we need to be thinking about striker. United, you know, we got to finish the window strong, sir. Finish transfer window strong.
You know, it could still turn into a very good window if we can get some of those players out and get some players that are going to have a real impact on the pitch in the areas that we need it, mainly number 9. Obviously, United talking through all their intermediaries.
35 days left. 35 days left.
You can do a lot in 35 days. You know, you just have to get the Garnachos, the Sanchos, the Antonys off the books. And if you do, we can get that number 9. We can get that goalkeeper, maybe even a number 6. But the 9 is critical. The 9 is so critical because Højlund showed it today. You know, the guy, you don't want to just dish him the way you want to dish an Anthony or a Sancho, but he can't be your number 9, your starter, given the options you built around him now in Mbumo and Cunha. Dangerous now from United. Leon holding on, but we got to get those players out. You know, the Sancho rumors, Juve, that's kind of slowed down. That might have been a whole lot of nothing, but somebody's got to give us money for Anthony and or Garnacho, and those have not been accelerating the way you want to see. There has been some rumors recently about Anthony maybe going to the Saudis. He said he's open to the move. Do us a favor. I take that all day.
100 mil. JG679, break the bank for Isak. Would love it, but you know, we have heard I really like Ducker and the Telegraph put real cold water on the Isak rumors. United were interested. Isak wants out. Liverpool. I feel like if they get Ekitike, Isak, Wirtz apparently had didn't do anything for Liverpool today. Everyone kind of trying to kill him. Here's the thing about the Scouse Bastards. Everyone thinks they're going to be great. You know, last year, no pressure. They won the league. This year, like everyone, something's, you know, football and gods, the winds of change. You know, you like United, everyone's counting us out. You never know, right? Like Arsenal, people are kind of, I just feel like there's certain teams where you almost do too much in a window, and then all of a sudden you have expectations, and like I think performing with expectations is so different than performing without. You know, United used to be able to do that. City have done that recently, but I feel like the Scouse Bastards run it back. Like they're like that kind of will probably mess them up a little bit, I think. And Slot too. He's never really been under adversity.
No, everything went their way last season. Everything, and they made some big changes, and also big changes for players who are not used to this league. You know, Bundesliga ain't the Premier League, so Wirtz, Ekitike, great players, but how long does it take them to adapt to the EPL? Is it instant? If it is, then they'll probably just keep flying. But I think teams like Arsenal are going to be much better this year. Chelsea are going to be much better than this year. City, bro, it's like, forget about fucking City. They spent like $350
big money
million.
signings usually flop. Look at the list of big money signings; usually don't go well. And I feel like once you get into big money signing territory, that's big money. If they double barrel
Spent $300 million, bro.
If they go again for Isak and they don't win, like you're talking like fire in the manager territory. You know, like that's so much. You spend $400 million in a summer and you don't win. It's either going to set them up to like go on a run like United went on, like, you know, or they're going to melt down. I prefer to hope that they melt down. Potato says not enough time left in the transfer window. Ineos averages a transfer every 8 weeks. I agree. Need to be more nimble. Got to do deals. Come on, guys.
Without that $100 million Europa League money, it's like it was so much dependent on sales that now we have all these shit deals. We did get Rashford off the books, but it's going to be based on that. So I think this is one of those windows where you have to rate all the way up until September 1st because they're going to do deals late into the window, which is not what United need with such a difficult start of the schedule. But that's what we're going to get because it's sell to buy. We still got a lot of selling to do. And I think even the sales are going to run late, right? Because players or teams who don't want Sancho right now and his wages might be a little bit more interested in a month. Season started, and hey, we need goals. What about that bluffer Jadon Sancho? That's how we're going to be in that position where we're going to be like, not how you start, it's how you finish. And right now, it's a very incomplete transfer window, but they got to finish strong.
And I would argue that if you do not, like, I think we're going to get a striker in. I think goalie's a maybe, and I think there's no chance we're going to get any midfielders, and that's a dangerous place to be for next year, especially with this manager. That's a dangerous place to be.
Well, he's so fucking stubborn that he'd rather...
But look at the midfield today. You saw Ugarte, Manu, good. That it's like you need option. This Coyer, Casemiro is like...
No, the drop-off
like,
is insane.
It's, you know, Coyer's young. You can't just throw him in there.
Casemiro's
you need
old.
somebody else, you know, and I feel like the Paulinho loan deal, Bayern, like take a chance. United need to be a little more frisky. I want to see us do some like real clever deals late.
We don't seem to like to do these loan
Like
deals.
the Igalo, like, you know,
Yeah.
Igalo came in. He looked a great impact player. It didn't work out long term, but you can get value late in the window, you know. And United need to be opportunistic, fill the voids, like get the bodies in.
Especially for like a season. You know, I feel like these loans do well for a year. You know, Cavani did well for a year, then he didn't. Gallo went well for a year, then he didn't.
All right, West Ham with
here we
numbers.
go.
Bowen. Oh,
Then I said
saved by Bayern Deer.
There you go. They're going to get one more big chance from the corner.
Big
United
chance.
City
Hey,
at
come on,
93rd
smash the
minute.
like button, subscribe, ARD, up the ARD.
We appreciate
Up
everyone
Manchester
checking us
United.
out.
Come on, appreciate all you guys joining the live streams. We're coming back this year. Run it back, Amram. Let's go.
Arsenal game is going to be like just emotions. Looking forward to that game.
Electric chair.
Uh-oh. Bayern Deer, hold on to it. Just stay down. No, we got a lot of exciting things happening for the American Devils. Like John said, don't forget to like and subscribe. We got games coming all year. We're going to be doing live streams. We're going to be with you in a week's time for the Everton match next Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. And it's not too long from the Premier League opener for United against Arsenal at Old Trafford. That's going to be a big one. Who shows up? Can we do it?
Also, sign up for our newsletter. We do a weekly newsletter. We send out like the top stories. We filter through all the BS, give you the top transfer news for Manchester United. Check it out, AmericanRedDevils.com/newsletter. Sign up. We give you all the best news, a bunch of stats as well. It's awesome. You can check out our socials in the description below. Join our community. Like I said, American Red Devils, baby. Taking over. Come on, United.
What do you
Let's
think,
go.
Amron
Top
learned?
of the table.
What do you think you learned today, sir? What do you think?
Amron learned that we are farther off than he would like at this point. That we are farther off than we should be. And that's kind of what is apparent to me. And it has to be the sharpness. The sharpness, like winning the ball back and then looking around with no options is classic United. You know, and I just feel like the urgency, the patterns, just the willingness to dig.
I feel like the drop off from the second squad is also immense. Like, you know, there's not nearly as much
There's
quality.
frustration. Amron's frustrated. He has frustration. That's like a big key. Early preseason, he's frustrated.
He doesn't look like it's a preseason game. He's not taking it lightly.
He knows he's gonna get the axe if this team bluffs again. like 38% win rate. In the back of it, he's got
Gotta
night.
be better.
He
Gotta
ain't
be
sleeping
better.
at night, you know? Potato, loving the live streams. Appreciate you. Tomahawk,
she
thanks for
wrote.
the stream, guys. Appreciate it, guys. We're going to end the live stream. We're going to get over to the next stream on post-match reaction. We're going to do a live stream just for the post-match. Thank you to everybody. Support the ARD. We need it. Small channel here, growing, having a lot of fun. We'll see you on the post-match live stream, guys. Appreciate